friends, my book today is called The Mitten, and it's written by Jan Barrett. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother Baba didn't want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. Look here. It looks like a mitten that's white as snow. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound. But when I look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So Nicky went off, and it wasn't long until his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. Do you see it? He's climbing the tree. Do you see the mitten? He found it. A mole tried tunneling along, discovered the mitten, and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size. So he decided to stay. Do you see him? He's going in the mitten. Oh, what animal do you think is going to come up next? A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was enough room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Look at. Now they're sharing the mitten. Oh. Another animal's coming along. Next, a hedgehog came snuffing along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered in prickles, they made room. Okay. Oh no, another animal's coming. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by all of this commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's talons, they quickly let him in. Look at those talons. Look how squished they are. Oh, another animal is coming. Let's see what's coming next. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left. But when they saw his diggers, they gave in. He's got diggers, so they know he can come. What's coming next? What animal is that? It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A warm steam arose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate what it was. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy and tired. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Oh, another animal is coming. Do you think the fox can get in? Do you think there's room? Let's find out. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten, all pumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were panicked, packed in as tightly as they could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? Look at that bear. The mitten swelled and stretched. It pulled and bulged, too many times its size. But Baba had some good knitting, and it held fast. Do you think that bear's gonna climb in? Look, the boy's looking for his mitten. What's coming next? Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wiggled into some space left and made herself comfortable at the top of the bear's nose. There's the boy, and they're all inside the mitten. Look how big it is now. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up to the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. Oh my goodness! Look at all those animals. Oh. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was his lost mitten. He found it. He's running home. And look, all the animals are all over. And some here. As he ran to catch the snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw he still had his white mittens. Look at the mittens. Are they the same size, or is one bigger now? The end.